Hey guys, let's see if this is going to take forever to get set up again like it did last week. It's an adventure. Oh, there I am. Okay, great. So, quick warning when we start. I was in Zoom meetings all day and kept getting a notification that my internet was unstable. So, we are going to hope that this doesn't freeze. If it does, I hope I'm not making a stupid face when it does. But we will just deal with that when it happens. So let me get everything opened up here and we can
Stupid face.
get started. I don't want to hear my own voice. Thank you so much, YouTube. All right. 13 people are here. I wonder if the notification's going out. Whenever you are here, please say hello in the chat so I know that people are here. Brett, Frayden, George, hello, hello, hello. Great. Chris, hello. All right. Okay. Yeah, tons of ums. I know, Mike, and whenever you say it, it just makes me do it more. I can't help it. Chris, hello. Hey, everybody. NYC, my day was really good. Thank you. I had meetings left and right today, so I am tired of talking, to be honest. But this is the fun part of my day, so I'm here for it. Hey everybody, George has been trying out Sling TV free. That's something that we talked about a lot last week, is the free section of Sling TV. You can hop on the Sling website and there is a ton of free content over there. Chris is ready to cut some cords. Let's do it. Bree wants to know how the move went. I talked about this a lot last week, so I'll keep it short and sweet this time, but thank you so much for asking. The move went very, very well. Unfortunately, I've had some internet issues, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how all of that goes. Hopefully it'll pull through for the live stream tonight. All right, let's see. Okay, now it looks like everything is working. Things were a little iffy there for a minute. Just got the notification at 7:02 p.m. Central Time. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Richard. Thanks for the heads up. Chris says, Roku added lots of interesting new channels. Yeah, we have a post up from early today. I think it was the first one of the day. The Roku channel added 25 new channels to the lineup, so all free. Very cool, very exciting. Love to see them adding more content. And I know that we are always talking about... We're always talking about the Roku channel adding those Quibi shows. We'll have an update for you pretty soon about what's going on with all of that. So stay tuned to Cord Cutters News for more info. G-Money says, so far it's not working on Roku. It's working on the laptop and the iPad. G-Money, are you talking about Sling Free? I have definitely watched it on my Roku. Not definitely. I'm like 90% sure I've watched it on my Roku. NYC, yeah, I saw your comment on Twitter that you were saying you're starting to like the Roku channel more than Pluto TV, which is a big deal. I know Pluto is a favorite among our little group, but yeah, I'm with you. The Roku channel is just adding so much good stuff. Oh, the live stream is not working on Roku. I don't know what to tell you about that. I would say watch it on a smaller screen anyway. No one needs to see my face that big on a TV, so that's okay. Also, my chair is very squeaky. I'm sorry if you can hear that. I need to get readjusted here. Yeah, the Roku channel is definitely getting a lot better. I agree, and it looks like they might have some more content coming soon, which is very exciting. But let me just run through this list of the new channels that they added this week. They added Adventure TV, America's Test Kitchen, which I'm really excited about, BN Sports Extra in Spanish, the Cinevault 70s, Cinevault 80s, Degrassi Channel, Divorce Court, that one sounds interesting. Don't Tell the Bride. Don't Tell the Bride is the home of weddings with a twist. Dr. G Medical Examiner, Fuse Backstage, Fuse Beat, which are music channels. Front Door, Heartland, Impact Wrestling, the Jack Hanna channel, Johnny Carson TV, which I know some of you will be very interested in, Kids Pang, Law and Crime, Rakuten Vicky, Real Crime, Rotten Tomatoes, Super Simple Songs, Slugterra, interesting, Vice, and Zumo Crime TV. So lots of new stuff available on the Roku channel for free. Right, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's see, when will Roku be adding Quibi content? I will have an update for you very soon, so stay tuned for that. Is Sling free part of Sling? Yes, it is, Erin. If you go into the Sling app, you should find a free section. It's also on the website. Let me grab that for you. I just typed in free twice. I'm telling you guys, I really cannot do two things at once. Watch free TV and go back before it starts playing it. Let me stick the link for that in the chat. Okay, so there is talk about different services getting rights for NFL Sunday Ticket. I will say, as far as I know, we haven't heard anything definitive about any of that yet. I'm assuming that DirecTV is going to give up at least partial rights for Sunday Ticket. I just don't think that deal makes sense for them anymore. But we will have to wait and see how that shakes out. Like we talked about last week, that deal goes for an extra season past what the other NFL rights deals were for. So I think that we will just kind of have to wait it out and see what kind of deal they make with that. Brett just saw a great documentary at my local independent theater, Street Gang, How I Got to Sesame Street. I've heard of that. Tells the story of the beginning. It should be coming to HBO. Yeah, I think it might be coming to HBO Max soon because I remember hearing about that not long ago. So definitely sounds like an interesting one. A Goof Troop reboot. Yep, that sounds like a good one too. I'm all for it. Listen, whenever I tell you I have an update for you very soon, I mean I do actually have one very soon. This isn't one of those. Hopefully we'll be hearing about it soon kind of a comments. I will have something for you very soon. All right, let's see. Yeah, some people having Roku issues, others not so much. So maybe it's just the app. I would just restart the app. Hey Howard, good to see you. I missed your message. Sorry about that. Howard says, did you see the AT&T TV is only no contract now? Did they get rid of their 2-year contracts? That's crazy. Was not expecting that. I did not know. I'll have to go check that out after we're done here. G Money says, I heard something briefly on the news about a $50 discount for internet service. I saw that too, and it was part of this whole relief package that just got passed recently. So definitely something that we will be looking into. I have it marked on Twitter to go back to later. So could be really interesting. Yeah, it looks like there are some income limits, but the tweet I saw said that those were generous limits. So seems like a lot of people might be able to qualify for that discount, which would be awesome. I think it was a limited time, like a few months or something, but I will definitely check into that in a bit. Oh, interesting, Howard. Thank you for that heads up. I will go check on that in a little bit. George was a Quibi subscriber for 4 months and loved it. Good news is that it's all coming to the Roku channel soon, so you'll be able to watch all of that content again. Including, this is my favorite part about that, there were like a dozen shows that got made for Quibi but never actually got to stream on Quibi. So all of that stuff is coming to the Roku channel also, which will be super fun. How am I liking my new place? I am loving it. Thank you so much for asking. I finally unpacked last weekend, which was really nice. And yeah, it's just nice to be settled and not have any moving boxes surrounding me anymore. Frayden says, I got my Roku OS update today. The issue you guys watching on a Roku TV may be related to that. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was misreading that, Frayden. Thank you. Yeah, if you got the update, it could be something related to that. That makes sense. NYC says, if we get more broadband, that could mean more cord cutters. It also means more folks coming to us for advice. Absolutely. The power of positivity. I love that. Thank you. What a compliment. So yeah, I would love that. And that's something that we've been talking about a lot more, is just that things like Starlink are really going to bring internet to a lot of places where people had very limited options or no options at all for high-speed internet. And yeah, I love the idea of that, making more cord cutters and having people save money on their bills. Love that for us. No, G-Money, no more indoor waterfalls. Thank God. I have to tell you, it rained over the weekend, and man, I was nervous for a minute. I thought it would be just my luck if all of a sudden water just started coming through my ceiling again, but no, thankfully. Yeah, you hope that I get my internet issues sorted out. Same here, Chris, thank you. Luckily for me, there are a lot of internet options in Cleveland, so if this one doesn't work out, I can definitely switch to something else, and that's okay. Oh gosh, George just said Quibi was poggers, some very underrated gems, and I have to tell you, my teenage cousins just told me what poggers meant. I had no idea. I felt very old when I heard the word. It reminded me of the game, this is going to date me a little bit, but reminded me of the game Pogs from the 90s, the 80s maybe. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything, but there we are. All right. Yeah, definitely some good stuff on Quibi. I agree. My issue with it was that I don't like watching shows just on my phone. I like watching them on TV. I told you guys last time, I'm a multitasker. I will sit and either get work done or do things on my phone while I'm watching TV. So I love that we will be able to now watch them on Roku. Yeah, very excited about Starlink expanding. I'm with you, Richard. I'm interested to see if some of you guys use it when it comes to your areas. If you have any feedback on it, I would love to hear it. So definitely email me anytime or send me a DM on Twitter if you want to share your thoughts. Maybe we'll do a little post about people's personal experiences with it. That might be fun. Someone just wrote, "How are you all?" And I thought it said, "How tall are you all?" And I was like, well, that's a bit off topic, but I guess we can all talk about our height if you really want to. Pong from the 80s. Yeah, that's another one. Nice. Nice, guys. G-Money says, I always have a TV in front of me, laptop to my right, tablet to my left. Yeah, that sounds a lot like me. It's a little sad, to be honest, but can't help it. Howard says, the Indians swept your Cubs in the 2-game series. Yep. I had friends that were at the game today, and I was so mad that I couldn't be over there. So I was just keeping up with my ESPN app on my phone. Jermaine is here. Hello and welcome. Okay, well, good to know that everyone here is a foot taller than me. Thanks so much, guys. Legends of the Hidden Temple is coming to CW. Yeah, I just saw that yesterday. Happy but shocked that Paramount Plus or Nick didn't do it, though. Completely agree. And I think they tried to do something over on Quibi with it. I don't know if that ever came to fruition. But personally, I'm very excited about a new Legends of the Hidden Temple. Let me know if that's a show that you guys used to watch too. NYC says, I saw the release schedule of the 2021 NFL season. Noticed that some of the CBS games are simulcast on Paramount Plus. Would it just be regional or some are national? That's a great question, and let me look into that tomorrow. Actually, I'll have Raymond look into it. He knows more about that than I do. But yeah, interesting. I am not so sure. I'm wondering if it would be for those who are subscribed to Paramount Plus and get that live feed of CBS, so then it would just be local. But great question, NYC, and I will look into that. Yeah, people are talking about sports teams being able to up their capacity this summer. That's very exciting. I saw that Ohio, where I'm at, just lifted restrictions starting this summer, so very excited about that. Would love to get to some more sporting events. Trekopedia says, I'm 5'8", so I think I'm the shortest one here. I am 5'2", so you're fine. You're just fine. Don't worry about it. Chris wants to know if anyone else is having trouble with the stream on TiVo Stream 4K. Yeah, it seems like lots of issues tonight, and it seems like we have less people here tonight too, so I'm wondering if it's a YouTube thing maybe. I'm not sure. Tom says hello from Malibu, California. Hello, Tom. Which reminds me, I need to tell you guys that it snowed here over the weekend. So if it did not snow where you are, consider yourselves lucky. Jeff says that he was only asking how we're all doing. He has no interest in how tall anyone is, but now we all know. Richard says, I like the story you did on the TCL 85-inch TVs. Thank you for bringing that up, Richard. So TCL sent us a press release saying that they are coming out with these new XL collection TVs. They are so far all 85 inches, which is pretty cool. The biggest Roku smart TVs on the market currently. So one of them is available now. One of them is available for pre-order, but I think those are shipping very soon. And then there is an 8K 85-inch Roku TV coming out later this year. So if you were looking for an absolutely massive TV, that is going to be a good pick for you. It was relatively affordable considering how humongous it is. So if you are interested in checking those out, we have a whole post over on Corketers News with links over to the Amazon page where you can find them. Deborah, where the heck are you that it's been 90 degrees there? Goodness gracious, I need a vacation. Howard says that VidGo added some new channels. Oh, that's exciting. I'll definitely have to make a note to go check on that too. Jermaine watched Jupiter Legacies on Netflix and says it's only okay. So what's everybody else watching? Let me know, especially if you have some that are better than just okay. Ron says Walmart is coming out with an on-brand Android 4K streamer. Yeah, I saw that too. We have a post up from whenever they were just there were only rumors about that coming out, but we should do an update that it is pretty much confirmed at this point. Would you guys be interested in a Walmart branded streaming device? Let me know. What internet service provider do I have right now? I have a local one. I had Spectrum before I moved, and then whenever I came over here, the building had a deal with a local provider, so I went with them. And now I'm wondering if that was a mistake. So might have to rethink that, but we will see. We'll see what happens. Thank you so much for all the questions about the apartment. Yeah, I'm really liking it. It is dry, first and foremost, and it's really nice. And I like having this little office space too. This has been really helpful for things like this. The lighting is so much better in here. I'm sure you can all see that. It is so quiet, so we don't have police sirens and things going on outside, and we're not in front of those dark windows. So all around, big improvement. NYC has been watching House on Amazon Prime. Old show, but cool to watch. Yeah, I got real into that one for a while too. I'm with you. Selfless on Netflix starring Ryan Reynolds. That sounds like something I would like. Richard is watching His Dark Materials on HBO Max. That has been on my list for so long, and I just have not started it yet. No One 454 says been watching Psych on Amazon Prime. Good choice. Bree says, I am waiting for the new HBO Max premiere of Angelina Jolie in Those Who Wish Me Dead. Oh, I haven't heard of that one. I do like her. That might be on my list too. Chris says, no background noise is much better for you. Yeah, and better for you guys. I know it was super distracting and not so fun having people screaming outside of my window, so this is definitely an upgrade. Howard has been watching some Creepshow and Bates Motel. I have a friend who said that she just started rewatching American Horror Story, and it reminded me that I never finished it, so I might have to go back and watch those. Couple seasons I missed. G Money says that I'm going to watch Return of the Cicadas. G Money and I were just talking over on Twitter about the cicadas coming back. CNET posted an article on Twitter with recipes for cicadas, and I had to comment on it. Yeah, not a fan of the cicadas. I was telling G Money that whenever they came out last time, one flew into my ear. I went for a run, and when I came home, they were in my hair. So, yeah, not a fan of the cicadas. Oh, it looks like just some issues on Roku with YouTube tonight, which is interesting considering the issues between Roku and YouTube lately. So, noted, everybody. That's really interesting. Thank you for letting me know. Jermaine wants to know if cicadas can be eaten, and according to CNET, sounds like, yeah, they sure can. I don't know that I would want to test that theory, but there we are. Yeah, no bugs in my diet. Thank you so much. I did eat a cricket in, I think, the 5th grade on a field trip on a dare, but that might be it for me. Bree says you have them in Georgia as well, and your dogs try to eat them. Ugh, gross. So sorry. DMS has mosquitoes the size of 747s. Oh man, it's going to be a rough summer with all these bugs. Geneva says everything is good deep fried. Oh, I don't know about that theory, my friend. I'm just not so sure about that one. All right, any news if Marquee Sports Network will be added to any more services? Not that I've heard of. But obviously that could change at any moment, so never say never, but I would think that they would have started announcing things like that already, and I have not heard anything, unfortunately. Joseph says, got my new update on my Fire Stick, awesome, but I can't get it to recognize on my Fire Stick, but I can get my channels. I'm not sure what you're asking, Joseph, I'm sorry. Can't get, so your apps are not showing up on your Fire Stick, is that what you're saying? That would just be like a login issue, I would think. Make sure that in your Amazon account that you have registered your Fire Stick if it's a new one. I'm not sure if anyone else has any advice. Please leave it in the comments. All right, any dates for Prime Day yet? Yes, I just saw something. I don't think it was confirmed, but let me see here. I think I have it saved, maybe. I'm sorry, my voice gets so weird when I'm trying to look these things up. I don't know why I'm like this. Let's see. It says likely to happen before the end of June, so it should be coming up very, very soon. But like I said, nothing has been confirmed that I know of. Yes, I will definitely tell Philip that you all say hi, for sure. Yeah, it does look like it's going to be in June. It says probably before the end of June, but I don't think that Amazon has officially announced that yet. I could be mistaken, but I have not seen any official announcement. Richard says, I got the new Roku Rechargeable Remote Pro on Friday. Haven't had any problems. Love that. I definitely need to get one too. I was waiting until I moved so I knew which address to send it to. So definitely something I need to do now. Let's see. Geneva says, without cable, what can you watch or use when Wi-Fi or internet goes down? And I would say my top tip would be to use an antenna. So with your antenna, you can get a ton of local channels for free, and it will also work when your internet is out. So that would be my advice. Unfortunately, for your apps and things, you would have to have an internet connection for those. Okay, Ricky has advice for your Fire TV issue, Joseph. On Fire TV, hold the home button and you should get the option for all of your apps. Yeah, I was assuming that you had already gone to the home screen and they were missing, and so I'm wondering if it wouldn't be a login issue. All right, now Amazon needs a rechargeable remote. I hope they all get them, to be honest. I know that's been a huge issue for people, but I think I heard that with Roku more than anything was that people were having issues with their batteries just draining super quickly. So super happy that they made that option. And I'm glad it seems to be working out for people. All right, Chris also got the new Roku remote and says it's been working great. Awesome, love to hear it. I think I missed... Okay, it looks like I missed a couple of comments that maybe I should just keep scrolling by from the responses I'm seeing, so we will just keep on going. NYC says, hope your internet doesn't go out during the day when you're working from home, and let me tell you, it has a couple of times, and it's been a real adventure. So I have gone on my laptop and used my phone's hotspot in the meantime, and it usually works out pretty well. So not super happy with the internet situation currently, but making it work. Howard says, I scanned my antenna in the basement and got 82 channels. Wow. 4 more than my upstairs. I have it connected going to the basement with a splitter cord. That's awesome. 82 channels. Wow. That's awesome. Like I tell you guys all the time, only got 12 with mine. I actually haven't even tried it here yet, but I've been using Lowcast for my locals just because my antenna didn't want to work, and now I'm even more surrounded by concrete, so I can't imagine that I would get many here either. Okay, Richard has a tip. If you are getting the Roku Rechargeable Remote Pro, that is hard to say for a girl with a speech impediment who can't say the letter R. Recommend that you put it into the charger before you use it. Noted. Thank you for that tip. Geneva says YouTube on Roku is working. You are live and well there right now. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I know some people were having issues in the beginning, so appreciate you letting me know that it's working over there. Space Ghost says, Roku batteries were probably draining fast because people are using earphones. Yeah, that might be true. I think that some people were just kind of using it as normal and were having issues with the battery life. And I know that some people were actually replacing them pretty often. So just having this rechargeable one, I think, is another great option. Frayden says, is the new Apple TV worth upgrading to? Do you think, Jess? Seems like only the new remote is worth getting separately. Yeah, so Philip has a post about the differences between the older model and the brand new one. So if you want the full rundown, definitely check out that post. He put a lot of time. He's had that post. It's been a work in progress for months. So he went in and looked at all the different features and compared it to the older one. And personally, I would say no, probably not worth the upgrade. But hang on, I'm getting pop-ups everywhere and it's blocking the chat. Okay. I would say probably not worth upgrading if you already have one and it's still working well. So my older one is still working perfectly fine. I will not be upgrading, but I will be getting that new remote just because it looks so much better and you can buy it separately. So I would say that part is worth the money. Bree says, I get 48 channels on my OTA antenna. I wish I got more. 82 is amazing. Completely agree. I'm so jealous when you guys tell me how many channels you get, man. But like I said, Locast is working out for me really well, so happy with that. Ooh, another rumor of a new Apple TV. I'll have to tell Philip. He'll be either excited or distraught. I'm not sure either way. Fourth quarter A14 chip, more geared toward gaming. Oh yeah, we have been hearing some rumors about all of that, and we thought maybe it was going to be this current model, so interesting. Okay, noted. George is in a hotel room in England at the moment. Well, that's cool. Using an antenna to get British TV locals at the moment. I will be back home in the good old USA soon. Well, enjoy your trip, George. Hope you're having a great time. How many channels do I get on Locast? I think it's over 40. I was getting 12 with my antenna and over 40 with Locast, so definitely a bit of an improvement there. Howard can't wait to get the new Apple TV with the new remotes. Oh, I'm so excited about that new remote. John is also watching on YouTube on a regular TV and it's working fine. Okay, I think that YouTube might be having some issues, especially on Roku, let's be honest. All right, let's see. Ooh, Jermaine says, I watched an unboxing of the Starlink internet service. The person had to install their own satellite on top of their house. Interesting. Is this a normal practice for Starlink, having to do your own installation? I believe so. I think that they send you the whole kit. So with that initial investment you have to make, I think they send you everything, but I'm pretty sure it's a do-it-yourself situation. Someone please correct me if I'm wrong because I don't have Starlink myself, but I'm pretty sure that's what the deal is. Excuse me, sorry about that, guys. Let's see. Can you get Philip to do a VidGo review? Absolutely. I thought we had one from not super long ago, but I could be wrong. Let me dig around a little bit. Oh, okay. I'm seeing lots of VidGo reviews, but none from us. Interesting. Yeah, that's definitely something that we can do. Thank you for mentioning it. Trekipedia says, hoping Locast comes to where I live in Arizona because it's in Phoenix, so I would hope they'd go closer to me too. I would say that because of this lawsuit, I wouldn't expect it to expand more. But right after news about this lawsuit came out again recently, Locast went ahead and expanded to another city, so there we are. I would say anything is possible at this point. Jeff says, anything new on YouTube versus Roku since what I sent? No, I think that you had it covered. We have 2 posts up about all of this, 3 actually. We have the initial one, we have Google's response to Roku, and then we have a post up about this new workaround that Google came out with, which is very interesting. They made it so that whenever you open the YouTube app, you can very quickly get to YouTube TV straight from that app. There's a lot going on right now. And the last I heard, Roku said they have no comment about that workaround or how the negotiations are going. So I think we might kind of be at a standstill right now, and we will have to wait and see what happens. Of course, as with everything, it's a money situation. That's what it always comes down to. But it sounds like they are still actively in talks to figure this out. So hopefully very soon. DMS says, from what I've seen, Starlink is not that much harder to set up than a roof antenna. Yeah, it seems like it might be a pretty simple do-it-yourself project, but I'm sure that there are also people somewhere that can do that professionally. So I don't know. Probably as Starlink expands a little more, we'll probably see services for people to install it for you popping up. Trekipedia says, thank you folks again for telling me not to worry about my second dose of the vaccine. Getting it done on Monday, and I'm telling myself it's going to be okay. I am so happy to hear that you are scheduled to go and get your second dose. That's great. And yeah, I know that we were all telling you last time, but I think a lot of us here had a pretty good experience. I know I told you last time too, I was just tired and had a sore arm, and it sounds like a lot of us had similar experiences. So congratulations on being almost fully vaccinated. I think it's going to make this summer a lot more fun, and I think that we'll all feel a little safer being out and about, so good stuff all around. Okay, George says, I think it is inevitable that YouTube TV and normal YouTube merge together into one app. I think I probably agree. You can have CCN next to ESPN. Yeah, I think that's something that people have been talking about for quite a while. Just sort of setting it up so that you can access the free content in one space and the paid content in another. But we will have to see what happens there. It's been very interesting to see this whole thing with Roku unfold. I don't know. That little workaround, I told Philip that was a petty move, but I'm kind of here for it. It was interesting to watch that happen. Geneva says, looking forward to the Nash Bridges reboot movie that is filming now. Ooh, I haven't heard about that one. Interesting. Jermaine, yeah, that's great advice after your vaccine appointment. Have a good movie to watch. Yeah, just kind of plan on spending the day chilling out, watching some TV, catching up on all of your streaming shows. All right, let's see. Is there a way to watch Plex without internet? I don't think so, but please correct me if I'm wrong. As far as I know, it's something that you have to have an internet connection for. Chris says, one less app to worry about if you get YouTube and YouTube TV all in one. That's true. And they could really set it up the same way that things like Apple TV is set up, where you have all of your subscription content, you have all of your premium content in a different section. I think they could make that work. Jeff says, my girlfriend had her second shot on Monday. She's physically fine, but her arm has a sore radius. I have been hearing that a lot, like no symptoms really, just some pain. So worth it, in my opinion. All right, G-Money says, just recently watched John Wick. I have never seen that, and I feel like that's something that everybody really likes, so maybe I should get that on my list. John says, chilling out and watching the baseball game. Yep, my Indians played earlier, so my baseball for the night is over. How are we feeling about the new NFL schedule? Did anyone look at it yet? I have absolutely not. Let's pull it up right now. Oh, nice. Oh, people are talking about it on Twitter. Let's see what the Twitter people are saying about the NFL schedule. Oh, the first thing to pop up is my Browns. No more waiting. The 2021 schedule is here. Nice. All right, how are we feeling about it? Anyone have any thoughts on the NFL schedule? Howard wants to know if HBO Max will add any live feed channels. I would say that's probably somewhere on the roadmap. I think that right now their focus is adding that ad-supported tier and charging a little less for it. And I would say that live feeds are probably something that they want to do down the road. Yeah, lots of people saying just minimal symptoms with the second vaccine shot, so good stuff. Oh no, NYC says, had some minor symptoms after the second Moderna dose. It can affect balance since I accidentally walked into a wall a few days later. Man, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you're okay. Gosh. I have to tell you, that's pretty common for me. I walk into things all the time. I am like head to toe bruises all the time. Oh no, Jeff says, I will tell you that the night after my second shot, I feel like an 18-wheeler ran me over, but it didn't last long. So sorry. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Like, of course, be prepared to have some symptoms and not feel great, but it seems like that kind of runs its course over 24 hours or so. So don't be too worried about it. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, 2021 schedule is out for all the teams, I believe. All right, the NFL's biggest season ever has a Sunday night football lineup that is can't miss. Okay. Oh, there's a whole Twitter account for leaks of the schedule that came out before the schedule came out. Interesting. All right, week 1, we have, all right, let's see. Browns in Kansas City, I'll take it. Okay. Cowboys will go 8-8 as usual. Who do we have for the Super Bowl? Is anyone making any predictions yet? Or is that just me? You all know what my answer is. NYC says NFL schedule is just okay. Lost interest in the league in general over the years. Yeah, understandable. I will tell you though that now that the Browns are a great team, it's so much more fun for me to watch. So I'm very into it. Jeff says Eagles versus Falcons week 1 is definitely for the birds. That was good. I like what you did there. Yep, okay. Yep, people are looking at the schedule. If you are looking for week 1, I can throw this link to the image on Twitter. Geneva says, did I ever watch When Calls the Heart? I have not, but I know that's a very popular one. I, every once in a while, will ask our tech support Facebook group for streaming recommendations, and every single time people recommend When Calls the Heart. So I know it's a popular one with our Cord Cutters news readers. Okay, no one wants to make Super Bowl predictions yet. That's fair. That's fair. We'll circle back a little later. Let's see. Loving all these NFL jokes. Thank you so much. George says Philo is a good deal. Completely agree, especially if you are a T-Mobile customer. And right now you can get $10 off of your Philo subscription. DMS cannot root for Baker Mayfield because you are a Texas fan. That is fair enough, but Baker is my guy, so I will absolutely be cheering for him all season. Go Vikings. Okay. Tampa versus the Chiefs. Oh, interesting. George says Netflix is on the verge of collapse. I would love to know why you think that. Is that just personal opinion, or is it something that they're doing that's making you feel like people are not interested anymore? Let's see. There was something. Oh, okay. Andrew says, ever since I made an account with ESPN Plus, I've become a huge soccer fan. Okay, yeah, that's definitely the place to go for ESPN Plus. And I believe it's Paramount Plus too that just made some soccer deals. Very cool. Love to see it. Or was it Peacock? Keep getting things mixed up. I'm so sorry. Corey says, what can she tell me about tech? I already know. That's fine. If you have questions, you can ask. If others have questions and you have a good answer, that's great. Put it in the chat. Absolutely. We are a little community over here, and you guys sometimes... So my whole streaming software just said that it disconnected. Okay, I think we're back. Yeah, if that paused for you for a minute, it said that I was disconnected, of course. And looks like we are back to normal now. Okay. Thanks, guys. Sorry. Man. I feel like this happens every week. Yeah, lagged for a minute. Yeah, it gave me a message saying that my recording software wasn't working. Oh yeah, Fubo, of course. G-Money says, another big destination for soccer. Definitely. Could we do a review of projectors? Yeah, that's a great idea. I will pass that suggestion over to Philip. You want to get one for your back porch? Yeah, that's a great idea. Definitely. We will look into that for sure. There have been jump cuts in the live stream reminding you of WandaVision. So sorry, not intentional. I don't edit anything. I just talk too much and send it straight to YouTube. Hi, Cord Cutters family. I am way late, but had to stop in. We are so happy that you are here. Better late than never. Sydney says, Saints fan, it's going to be different without Drew Brees. Yeah, I lived in New Orleans for a bit, and man, everybody there loves Drew Brees. Just a great football player and a great human being. Trakopedia says, George, I don't see Netflix going anywhere until the CW deal for shows like Flash and Supernatural seasons end when they go to Netflix about a week after the seasons end. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, they do have a lot of deals in place, so it would be complicated for them to go anywhere. Also, Netflix is just so huge at this point. I think that it's kind of, what am I trying to say here? It's like that one service that people will always be subscribed to, so other services will come and go. People will subscribe to things and then drop them and try something else out, but it seems like Netflix is that one that people will stick with. Andrew says, UEFA is fantastic. I can watch games on CBS Sports Channel. I don't have Paramount Plus. Noted. Cool. Well, I'm glad that you got into that since you can now stream all of these matches. That's awesome. George says Netflix is dead. Hulu and Disney Plus are better than Netflix. Totally personal preference. I hear what you're saying, but I will say that Netflix is definitely winning in terms of numbers at the moment. G Money says Netflix is a security blanket. Yeah, definitely. I think that is a really good point. I think that people just know Netflix. It's something that they've had for years and years with no intention of replacing it with anything else. I'm loving all the football talk. I think this is just going to be a fun season. Now that fans can get back into the games, it's just going to be fun to watch. I'm excited. Q&A is finally working on Roku. Finally, now that we are down to the last few minutes, of course. NYC says, I think that Netflix will stick around as long as the Indian film industry will make deals with them for the pay one tier. Amazon is also another popular pay one tier for Bollywood. That's true. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but Netflix is just huge globally, so not just in the US. That's a really good point, too. And Chris says that the Netflix button is on so many TV remotes. Yeah, they have done a great job of really paying for those branded buttons, for sure. I was just telling Philip the other day, I have a Amazon TV remote that still has a PlayStation View button. I told him it was like a tiny time capsule on my remote. All right, is Stranger Things coming back? Yes, and I don't know that we have a date yet, but I think they put out some trailers and things for it. John says, go Colts. Nope. Can't agree with you on that one, sorry. Do I think that Netflix will be the official home of Power Rangers for a while? I don't know. I don't know who owns Power Rangers. Christopher says, have to keep Prime, it's worth it for the free shipping. Yeah, that was a perfect strategy for Amazon, making Prime something that's bundled with all of this extra stuff. There are a ton of Prime benefits, like music and 2-day free shipping. So bundling all of that together was a very smart move. DMS still misses PlayStation View. I know, I really wish. Luke and I used to talk about this all the time, but I just wish that Sony would have done more to promote PlayStation View, to maintain it, to make it more competitive with all of these other services popping up. I think it could have been really great, but they just didn't put the resources into it. So yeah, I think a lot of people agree with you. Chris says, don't forget to hit that like button. Yes, please. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, please do. Yeah, people are really sharing their love for Amazon Prime Video. Totally agree, guys. I'm with you. I like it a lot. John says, Stranger Things is not coming out until 2022. Okay, I'm getting this message about being disconnected again, so I think we're just going to do a couple more questions. I'm really afraid that the video is just going to cut out soon. So let's just do a couple more questions and then call it a night. Sorry about that, guys. Jeff says, we need a 24-hour Jess channel, where she is live at 8 p.m. on Wednesdays, and the other 167 hours a week are past streams on demand. I don't think anyone needs to see or hear me that much. Absolutely not. I know, CJ, I know you really want me to put a big screen behind me. I'll see what I can do. A green screen, maybe. All right, guys, I think that we are going to end this here. Let's all go check out this NFL schedule and see how we feel about it. All right, guys, I am going to wrap this up. So thank you all so much for coming and hanging out with me again. And I will see you all next week. Bye.